Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Um, my name is Mishra, and today I brought a very educational video for you, which is related to social studies, and the topic for it is rights and duties. We're going to learn about the importance of the Constitution, fundamental rights, fundamental duties, directive principles of state. Let us begin. Now, we need to learn about the power to the people. In many countries, including India, citizens have certain rights. A government is responsible for protecting the rights of its people. Apart from this, government also makes laws and ensures that these laws are followed by people. However, the government is not all powerful. Though it may have the power to make people obey the laws, at the same time, the government cannot make any laws that take away the basic rights of its citizens. This is related to advocacy. That's the Constitution. The government also has to follow a set of basic rules or basic laws when it makes a law. This set of rules and principles has been compiled and included in a document called Constitution. The Constitution of India. The Constitution of India is the supreme law of India. The Constitution of India is one of the longest written constitutions in the world. Beside the English version, there is an official Hindi translation also. Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar was the one to draft the Constitution. He is also known as the father of Indian Constitution. Our Constitution was adopted on 26th November 1949 and it came into effect on 26th January. The preamble of the Constitution of India. This is the preamble of Constitution in India in both Hindi and English languages. This is democratic. This means that all the people of the country will choose or elect leaders who would form the government. Socialist. This means that all the people in the country will be treated as secular. Secular. This means that all the people in the country would be free to follow whatever religion they want. It's not compulsory to follow the same religion their father and mother. This is republic. This means that our head of state is elected by. Why is the Constitution so important? This Constitution is important. You may have wondered where the government gets its power from to make the laws and check that people obey them or not. It gets its power from the Constitution. The Constitution tells us how the government is formed. It tells us the government what it can do and what it cannot do. It prevents the government from becoming all powerful. The citizens of India have certain rights. They also have some duties also with the rights. They also have some duties. These rights and duties are given. These are the questions. The fundamental rights. The fundamental rights are the privileges given to every citizen by the Constitution of India. These rights are necessary to help people become better citizens. If anyone takes away our rights, we can go to the court. The government also keeps in mind the rights of the citizens when it makes the laws. Now, privilege is a special benefit that is available only to a particular person. The fundamental rights. These are the fundamental rights in Indian citizens. Right to equality, right to freedom, right to exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and rights to constitutional rights. fundamental rights. Right to equality. We all are considered equal before the law. Therefore, our Constitution guarantees equality to all its citizens. And there is gender equality also. The fundamental rights. The right to freedom. Every citizen in our country is free to speak and express his or her views, free to live and travel anywhere in the country they want, free to practice any profession in the country they want. The fundamental rights. Right against exploitation. We cannot treat others in unfair manner and take advantages of them. We cannot be forced to work for somebody. Children below the age of 14 years cannot be made to do dangerous works like in factories, mines, or work at somebody's home as domestic labor. And this child is to each and every child. The World Day Against Child Labor is celebrated on June 12, 2000, June every year. The fundamental rights. Right to profess, right to practice, and right to propagate. This is the right to freedom of religion. Every citizen in the country is free to practice and choose the religion of his or her choice. The fundamental rights. Cultural and educational rights. India is a large country where languages and culture change from state to state. People in each state have the right to preserve, protect, and follow their own culture. They can also set up their own schools and colleges in any part of India. Preserve means to keep an idea, equality, or situation from changing or being lost. This is cultural diversity, and this is setting up schools. And this is the fundamental rights. Right to constitutional remedies. This right provides us the power to seek justice in a court or a law if our fundamental rights are being taken away or for any other purpose. Discussion time. You notice that in your neighbor's house, a girl less than 14 years of age works as a housemaid. Is it right for your neighbor to employ such a young girl? Which fundamental rights have been taken away from the young girl? The question. The fundamental duties. If we only enjoy our rights but do not perform any duties, there will be a chaos and a disorder in the country. Therefore, the Constitution of India has laid down certain fundamental rights for the citizens also. Some of them are given here. These are the 6 fundamental rights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 7 fundamental duties. You can see we must respect our constitution and obey the laws of our country. We must respect our national flag and national anthem. We must respect the diversity of our country. We must help the government in the times of national crisis. We must protect and preserve our environment. We must not damage any of the public properties. We must treat all citizens as equal and should follow non-violence rules. Yes, these are the directive principles of state policy. Our Constitution has laid down some guidelines for the government also to govern in the better way. These rules and regulations are known as directive principles of state policy. These guidelines are, these only. Our government must try to follow these guidelines while making laws and policies and putting a law into practice. But before that, they should follow all these rules. However, it may not be possible for the government to ensure all of these completely. Citizens cannot go to the court if the directive principles are not followed by the government. What is a rule? A rule is something that you follow in order to keep you and others safe. And law is a rule that everybody in the community must obey. directive principles of state policy. Some of the directive principles of state policies are given below. Secure a social order for the promotion of welfare of the people. Provision for free education, free and compulsory education for all of the children. Promote the educational and economic interests of the poorer sections of the society. See here, promote means to support or encourage something, and economic means related to any business. You can say secure a social order for the promotion of welfare of the people. Promote the educational and economic interests of all sections of society, and provision for free and compulsory education for children. These are the directive principles of state policy for the government to follow while making any of the rule or policy for people. Promote means to. These are again the questions for practice. And this is the assignments you can practice. Now, very important. Rate yourself citizenship. First, let me tell you what is citizenship. The position or status of being citizen in a particular country. Citizenship is a relationship between an individual and a state to which the individual owes allegiance and in turn is entitled to its protection. Each state determines the condition under which its citizenship introduction. As its citizens and its conditions under which that the status will be withdrawn. Recognition by a state as its citizen generally carries with its recognition of civil, political, and social rights which are not afforded to non-citizens. Now, work for the citizenship. Rate yourself and think about your country in which you are the citizen. And check out its affairs and conditions after that. What you need to do, find out your responsibilities and work for them for your country. This will help your country and your others and your environment be neat and clean and perfect. Thank you everyone. Meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.